Good evening, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. You guys read the title. Let's get right into it. We're talking about Cardano today. We are at $1.08 here. Looks like we're down about 2.3% on the day. It's okay. Looks like the markets as a whole are profit taking. We'll just call it that. So things are still okay. Still holding for the long term. Nothing much has changed. Let's get into the roadmap. What is coming for Cardano in 2021? Charles Hoskinson reveals all the projects, guys. This is amazing. According to Hoskinson, they're already working on Voltaire right now. Hydra is getting updated each and every day. Ouroboros and Mego and Yella, as well as Daedalus 2, will be released for Cardano in 2021. In addition, the IOG CEO promised tons of dApps and an approval vision for Cardano in 2025, guys. So, this is amazing. We have a lot. This year is the year for Cardano, guys, hands down. The Cardano price has made an incredible start to 2021. After ADA was trading at 18 cents on the 1st of January, the price briefly managed to rise above $1.20 yesterday. With this, ADA not only broke through the 10x mark since the beginning of the year, but it also recorded a new all-time high, which still dated from January the 4th, 2018, was at $1.15. Awesome, guys. So we've got smart contracts coming, guys. This is amazing. This should be coming here soon. This is what he tweeted here. Y'all ready for 2021? It's just February. For 2021, somebody asked him on Twitter. Let's take a look if we can find the tweet here. Of course, you have a retail investor here getting impatient. Please just drop the official announcement and stop hinting things. Outsiders feel like we're shilling ADA. And then he says for 2021, sure, smart contracts, Voltaire, lots of Hydra action, full Prism integration, DCF, Cardano 2025 approved by the community, Ouroboros Omega published, Yella with mainstream languages, tons of decentralized applications such as liquid finance. I will be doing another showcase on liquid.finance. This is the first and most prominent amongst many that will be created in the future. Automated market makers for the Cardano blockchain. Daedalus 2 and mobile. Guys, remember, we're getting Daedalus 2 integration into mobile as well. Hundreds of tokens on Cardano. Did I miss anything? So we've got Africa. Catalyst fund growth. Guys, check out the video we did yesterday about Catalyst. Awesome. Exchange addresses, protocol adjustments, K, A0, ECC, etc. LIPs. Yes. Litecoin improvement proposals. We have Ethereum improvement proposals. Mantis. Guys, there's so much stuff going on here. N-1 staking. Stablecoin. Can't wait. Emergo is creating a stable coin and a DEX. We've got so much going on right now that, the bullishness and the hype for Cardano is reaching all-time highs. And you know what? It is what it is, guys. We deserve this. We deserve this hype because for many, many years, I've been holding Cardano for a little while now, but there have been some people that have been holding since the beginning. Since like 2017, have not sold a single ADA. Those are the true soldiers. Those are the ones we need to salute because they've been thrown mud at. Their names been talked down, but now you can only put respect on their names for holding strong and having diamond hands, bro. That's what it's about. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but guys, this is good stuff here. There's a reason why Cardano's pumping right now. And the Merry hard fork is just the start. It's just the beginning of what's to come. Speaking of the Merry hard fork, guys, we have another audio clip. This one's a little bit longer. Okay, this is about 9 minutes, but it's important. And I think that We should listen to it in its entirety. You can skip ahead if you like, but you'd be missing out on important information when it comes to Cardano, and it will be coming in the next few months. So sit back, relax, light your blunts, sip your coffee, do what you got to do, and let's listen to some good stuff here.
The MYBABY protocol upgrade, which will be implemented using our hard fork combinator technology, native tokens and multi-asset capability are coming to Cardano. On February the 3rd, we uploaded MYBABY to the Cardano public testnet for final testing. We plan to deploy the Cardano update proposal to mainnet on February the 24th, which would therefore deploy ahead of the boundary of Epoch 250 and take effect on March the 1st. If we need a few more days of testing, we'll deploy MYBABY the following epoch instead, which will take the 5-day period required for updates to take effect. MYBABY has been successfully running on our testing environments for several weeks, so our confidence level remains high. As always, however, we'll follow a strict process, developed and honed over the previous Shelley and Allegra hard fork combinator events to get this right. Once the code is successfully deployed to mainnet, we'll release a new Daedalus flight version for user testing, which will be our first Cardano wallet with integrated multi-asset capability. Once we're happy with wallet performance and usability, we'll deliver the Daedalus mainnet release, bringing the full-fat native token experience to every Cardano user. Native tokens will bring multi-asset support to Cardano, allowing users to create uniquely defined custom tokens and carry out transactions with them directly on the Cardano blockchain. The use of tokens for financial operations is becoming ever more popular. It can cut costs at the same time as improving transparency, enhancing liquidity, and of course being independent of centralized entities such as big banks. Tokenization is the process of representing real assets, e.g. fiat currencies, stocks, precious metals and property, in a digital form which can then be used to create financial instruments for commercial activities. Cardano will provide many tokenization options. With the MYBABY upgrade, the ledger's accounting infrastructure will process not only ADA transactions, but also transactions that simultaneously use several asset types. Native support grants distinct advantages for developers, as there's no need to create smart contracts to handle custom token creation or transactions. This means that the accounting ledger will track the ownership and transfer of assets instead, removing extra complexity and potential for manual errors. Developers, businesses, and applications can create general-purpose, fungible, or specialized non-fungible tokens to achieve commercial or business objectives. These might include the creation of custom payment tokens or rewards for decentralized applications, stablecoins pegged to other currencies, or unique assets that represent intellectual property. All these assets can then be traded, exchanged, or used as payment for products or services. Unlike ERC20 tokens that are based on Ethereum smart contracts, the tracking and accounting of custom tokens on Cardano is supported by the ledger natively. Because native tokens do not require smart contracts to transfer their value, users will be able to send them alongside other token types without paying the transaction fees required for a smart contract or adding event handling logic to track transactions. In creating an environment for native tokens, we focused on simplicity of working, affordability, and of course, security. Depending on their preferences and technical expertise, users will be able to choose from 3 ways to create, distribute, exchange, and store tokens. Cardano Command Line Interface (CLI). Advanced users can currently access the CLI via a dedicated testing environment. We'll move this to mainnet when we hard fork. A Token Builder Graphical User Interface, or GUI. This will follow the native token CLI launch, providing an easier way for creating tokens. Finally, the Daedalus wallet. Daedalus will provide support for sending and receiving custom-created tokens. Daedalus Flight will test native tokens functionality in March, which will be followed shortly by the mainnet release. Let's dig down a little into each option. Advanced developers can use the native tokens testing environment to create and mint assets and send test transactions to different addresses. The nature of working with the CLI assumes that someone is familiar with setting up and operating the Cardano node and has experience in working with transactions and managing addresses and values. To create native tokens using Cardano CLI, one would need to set up and start the Cardano node, configure a relay node to connect to the native tokens testing environment, start interaction with the network, prompting the Cardano CLI, construct a monetary policy script, create tokens using the monetary policy script, finally submit and sign transactions to transfer tokens between addresses. Native token tutorials and exercises are available on our developer site to help developers mint tokens, create minting policies, and learn how to execute multi-asset transactions. We're already seeing particular interest from stake pool operators on this. So far, hundreds of test tokens have been created, and we continue to improve the CLI based on feedback. We welcome your comments and encourage community testing. Token Builder, a user-friendly GUI for token creation. The CLI requires a certain level of development prowess, so we've devised other ways for less technically proficient users to create tokens. To achieve this, we plan to launch a Token Builder after the mainnet CLI launch. The Token Builder is a graphical user interface that makes token creation easier. If you're interested in creating tokens for your decentralized application, wish to tokenize your property, create NFT collector cards represented as specialized assets, or want to create a stablecoin pegged to the value of other currencies, the Token Builder can help with that. To create a token, you'd need to fill in the token name, for example, Hello World, the token symbol, e.g. HEW, the token icon, generated automatically, the amount to create, for example 1000, and the Cardano wallet address, your address to host newly created tokens. The Token Builder generates the monetary policy automatically. You won't need to define it yourself. This streamlines the token creation experience and simplifies it for a non-technical user. Initially, the Token Builder will be supporting only fungible token creation, while non-fungible tokens can be created using the Cardano CLI. In time, we'll extend the functionality to allow creating non-fungible tokens and changing the monetary policy according to specific preferences. This means that users will be able to specify the conditions under which tokens are minted or burned, and who has control over the asset supply, for example. Finally, when tokens are minted, it will be possible to mint more by clicking on the Mint More button. This can be done based on the same policy to create more tokens of the same kind, or you can create other tokens that represent different values based on a different policy. For example, you can create more Hello World tokens, or starting from scratch, you can create 500 test tokens that will be used for other purposes, and these will have a different minting policy. The Token Builder aims to reduce the complexity of token creation and also focuses on the enhancement and visual presentation of functional processes. As an outcome, we aim to provide visibility around all the tokens created, their values, quantity, and addresses between which they're being transferred, all in one place. Those users who don't wish to create their own tokens but want to use existing ones for payments, purchases, or exchange will be able to use such wallets as Daedalus and later Yoroi. The Daedalus team continues to work on integrating the wallet backend with the user interface to support the native token functionality. Users will then be able to hold native tokens in their wallets, send and receive them as they would with ADA. Native tokens are uniquely identified by two hexadecimal numbers stored on-chain, the policy ID and the asset name. Considering that these numbers are not human-friendly, we've created fingerprints for easy identification of native tokens by users. Fingerprints are 44-character-long alphanumeric strings beginning with the prefix token. Additional token data displayed in the wallet UI, name, description, and acronym, will be provided by the Token Metadata Registry, administered initially by the Cardano Foundation. When all the necessary components are deployed, the native token lifecycle will be complete. It consists of 5 phases: minting, issuing, using, redeeming, burning. During these phases, asset controllers will be able to define the policy for the asset class and authorize token issuers to mint or burn tokens. Token issuers can then mint tokens for applications, for instance, maintain their circulation, and issue them to token holders. Finally, token holders, e.g. individual users or exchanges, will then be able to send tokens to others, use them for payment, or redeem them when they've finished using them. We launched the testing environment in December 2020, laying the foundation for native token development. We also added a staging environment to enable initial testing by exchanges and stake pool operators. It features a faucet and allows a network of nodes to be built while connecting to the relays. Follow our Cardano status updates to see our weekly progress. Alongside the core development work, our teams are working on all the supporting documentation and updating it on the developer's website. As we expand the capabilities of the native tokens and add tools and interfaces, we'll be providing documentation and tutorials to encourage people to get involved. Naturally, the codebase is open source, and we've already seen a number of interesting community projects emerge around digital collectibles, for example. So a lot will be happening in late February and early March, from final testing and the HFC event to native tokens on Cardano within a brand new Daedalus wallet experience. Exciting times ahead.
Thank you guys for bearing with that. I will go ahead and put timestamps for you in case you want to skip it. But that was 9 minutes. I know it was long, but I think it's important. Native tokens are one of the most important things on the Cardano blockchain, next to Project Catalyst, in my humble opinion. And it's good to know that you can create your own token. Maybe in the future there'll be a Satoshi Boomin token. Who knows? But the sky's the limit here, guys. It was a lot of information. And again, you got to do the hard science to get to where you want to go. So let's go back here for a bit. What's next for Cardano? The first item on Cardano's list is smart contracts, obviously. The last 3 hard fork combinator events, Alonzo will complete the full activation of Goguen, allowing developers to create native tokens and smart contracts on the mainnet. Now, let's continue here. Yet more interesting is Voltaire, the 5th and final era of Cardano. The Voltaire Era is the final pieces needed for the Cardano network to become self-sustaining system. Through the implementation of a voting and treasury system, network participants will be able to use their participation in voting rights to influence the future development of the network. As a result, Cardano will be fully decentralized. In addition, Hoskinson promises a lot of Hydra action. So Hydra is the scaling solution for Cardano. It's the layer 2 solution that will give Cardano network the scalability of over 1 million transactions per second. We don't need that right now. That's something down the line that they're going to accomplish later. We have Ulta Prism. This is a decentralized identity solution from IOG that allows people to own their personal data, kind of like VeChain, and their electronic certificates, and interact with organizations seamlessly, privately, and securely. As Alan McSherry revealed in October's 2020, IOG has over 30 potential opportunities related to Prism. I could name a few here. Vaccination passes, digital passports, digital car registration. That's just one of many. Ouroboros Omega is the new consensus algorithm in a project in which all the ideas IOG has had over the last 6 years are coming together. Hoskinson revealed 2 weeks ago. And Yella, guys, Yella is the big one here. This Java, C Sharp, Python, all I think 8 of the major coding languages to be brought on over, and you could code smart contracts not only in Plutus and Marlowe. You can now code smart contracts in Java. You can now code smart contracts in Python. You can now code smart contracts in C. This will open up, Hoskinson says, about 23.6 million developers. That's crazy. Solidity has 60,000 developers. That's a lot of developers. I'm not hating on Solidity. I'm not hating on, Ethereum. That's a lot of developers, and heck, they have more developers developing on their system than Cardano has now. But, with Yella, full Yella integration, and with their partnership with runtime verification for standards, guys, the sky is the limit. Yella is a dedicated virtual machine that runs and verifies smart contracts. It also provides a human-readable language for blockchain developers. Cardano's website goes on to say, Yella was designed using formal methods to address security and correctness concerns inherent with writing Solidity contracts in Ethereum. When you write a smart contract in Yella, it is more secure and is easier to verify for correctness. You benefit from an easy-to-use, readable language structure. Overall performance is improved. They didn't even mention the Ethereum virtual machine that will allow other tokens on the ERC20 standard to move on over to the ADA standard, guys, seamlessly. So, the roadmap for 2021 does look good, and I'm so excited. 2021 is the year for Cardano to get it done. There have been a lot of promises for a long time, and things are starting to come together. and people who stuck around are starting to become validated. So all in all, it's a good thing. All right, guys, lastly, I have to do it. OGs, if you want to bounce now, I totally understand. This is more for the newbies. Please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, guys. We're trying to get to 10K. I love you. Let's go. This is to prevent giveaway scams and just scams in general, guys. Listen, you need to treat your cryptocurrencies like they're money in your pocket, okay? If somebody you didn't know DM'd you on Facebook or Twitter and said, hey, if you send me $100, I'll send you 500 back, would you do it? I mean, don't you know that's a scam? Like, you have to be smart. You have to be diligent. You have to be forward thinking, guys. There's no such thing as a Cardano giveaway. Look inside for basic tips, man. Just use that noggin up there that you got. Use what your mama gave you, okay? Like, it baffles me that people get scammed like this. I mean, we're not even talking about phishing. We're not even talking about, social engineering or anything like that. We're talking about just plain greed and low intelligence. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. It has always been that way, especially in crypto where anonymity is a thing and transactions are not reversible. Unfortunately, scammers also know this and are exploiting various ways of tricking people to acquire their funds. And the thing is, some people are simply too naive or greedy, no matter how many times we warn them about such things. Our safety measures have more or less been on repeat since we first spotted the first persons with malicious intent. Bro, nobody from the Cardano Foundation, Charles Hoskinson, is going to contact you. You're not that special. You're not a special little snowflake. Charles Hoskinson doesn't know you. He's never going to contact you and be like, hey, we're giving away ADA. Like, that's like President Obama saying, hey, we're going to give you free money. Like, no. How do people still get scammed like this? Seriously, how? If you've fallen for this, I'm not even trying to like laugh or like, bring you down or make fun of you or anything, but please tell me what was your thought process? Comment down below. I really do want to know what you were thinking when you thought that this would be a good idea. The Cardano Foundation will never hold giveaways, even if the event looks genuine or real. The scammers are actively hacking YouTube channels. I've seen the scam comments under my videos. I'm not giving you my ADA. I love you, but you ain't getting none of my ADA ever. I'm sorry. They're hacking YouTube channels with lots of subscribers and copying website designs to look genuine. Officials, moderators, ambassadors, YouTube personalities will never DM you. I'm never going to DM you. Ever, bro. Like, I love you, but I'm never going to DM you. Offering help. And yet again, even if they look like the real ones, they're copying profiles, DMing people saying, hey, I can help you 10x your money. If you give me 5 Bitcoin, I'll give you back 10. Always download Cardano and any other software from trusted sources. You got to triple check. Not only you got to triple check the app, you have to triple check the URL. Okay, guys, we live in a new age. People are trying to steal your money. Okay? So, I had to go through that. I know it was long and rambly, but guys, I don't want you to get your precious ADA taken. That's the worst feeling, to get scammed. You feel like you've been had, like you've been violated. You feel like, somebody got over on you, and I don't want that to happen to you. Okay? Be smart. Use your brain. Be overly cautious. I would rather you be so cautious that you know, only buy a few coins, only dollar cost average into a few coins, don't trade. I'd rather you be overly cautious than overly aggressive in this market, because there are no protections for you, bro. You can't go cry to the SEC. You can't go cry to the police. None of this stuff is insured, and your funds are your responsibility. That's the point of being your own bank. That's the point of decentralization. That's all I have to say. I love each and every one of you. My Patreons, thank you so much. AJ, Brett Garlickhouse, Mike Harris, Sergio, Lassie Nielsen, The Fern Line, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericanHomeRemedies.com, Maryland for Crypto, Bruce Wayne, Feruz Den, Brady Adams, Joe Jimenez, Kyle Bocci, CryptoSVET.si, Eric Parra, at Dig the Voice for the People, HBD South Bay, Daniel A, Crypto Chemtrails, and Quill Max ZH. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Don't let your memes be dreams, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning.